Today we're going to be looking and talking about Clockwork. Clockwork is one of our Fall Creek releases and is in its second year out in commercial plantings this year. So the fruit clusters on Clockwork are medium in how tightly the berries are hung on the clusters. One of the very interesting characteristics of Clockwork is that it has a very flat calyx end. This is fairly unique in the high bush varieties, but you can see that most of this fruit, when it picks, has very few color variations, and we are anticipating that this fruit will come off with the machine quite readily and hang for a long period of time in anticipation of a single harvest. The berries here at Fall Creek in our trials have held up only moderately well in regular refrigerated cold storage, and this is one of the reasons that primarily we place Clockwork into a processed berry for their primary use. For short-term or local sales, Clockwork has a very good flavor. It's firm berry and would work very well for local farm sales, but it has not held up well enough for us to classify it as a primary fresh use berry. With the growth habit of Clockwork and its narrow crown and the fruit being distributed fairly uniformly in the upper half of the plant itself, this is one of the characteristics as we look forward to pruning in the winter that we feel Clockwork will be easy to prune. And we would focus generally on just removing a cane or two out of the crown and probably need to do very little in the upper canopy of the plant. Unlike some varieties that tend to overfruit and we've got to spend more time in the upper canopy, Clockwork looks like it will be moderate fruiting up in this canopy, and we're not going to need to spend a whole lot of time up here. If we did, we would just be reducing our yields. So the combination of easy pruning and the balance of the fruit throughout the crop in the upper canopy, again, is one of the attributes of Clockwork. If you'd like more information about Clockwork or the other varieties from Fall Creek, feel free to give us a call or email us. Contact one of our sales reps. We'd be happy to discuss what we've learned, what we know, and how they might work for your operations. Thanks a lot.